not goosing that one. Got it. Slide the goose over here. Sometimes it ends up in the Crimson Cosmos, so you get a freebie. It's the opposite of a freebie. Shadow King or a Jeff, one of the two. I think I'm just vibing on the Black Bolt for now, or on the Miles for now. Tagging the Beast is pretty good. Was hoping that they would get pulled into here, but it is what it is. I kinda want to snap them, but also at the same time, Loki could get us in trouble. Press the button. Great Web could easily mess them up. Technically play all of these cards. And I think I do this just in case my only card middle gets pulled, right? Forgot the black one was going to give them plus. Oh, I lose that breaker, huh? Lost that because we lost the Mirage coin flip. They would have gotten the Jeff. They wouldn't have taken 4 points off of our boy. I guess it would have been +2 though. We still would have died. Yeah, I guess we still would have died actually.
Opponent snapped.
I have Shadow King, so I'm gonna stay for their snap. I assume the snap is like collector with Loki stuff. So we have that to do things for it at least. I guess I'm not great into the Asgard, so maybe I'm supposed to leave. Life's a batch and then you die. If I do this, and then I can play all 3 of these next turn, I kind of like it. Cosmo is a good one to know about. I didn't get Loki this turn, so I should be drawing from Asgard. Right, and there's Black Bolt. I'll snap back. Honestly, there's a chance I should have snapped going into the Asgard draw. Very surprised they decided to blow up their Self-Marking Bench. Loki this turn, yep.
All systems go.
It's just this. I'm really sad when they Shadow King me. Kind of splits us up a little bit. We play hard for the center though, right? I don't know. They might not be able to put more points in the left, so 17 might be good there. Okay.
Victory.
Go. Nico is so good. Few ways that turn could play out. I think with them Shadow Kinging on the right, we ended up winning most of them. Generally speaking, you want to wait on Ham. We could top deck a Werewolf that the Ham could then bounce around the board. And the longer we wait on the Ham, the more likely we are to hit something like Loki, because their cards that sit in their hand kind of move over to the left as they go. I don't have a wolf in my hand here. I'm just gonna leave.
Escape.
I have Shadow King, but like I'm missing all my stats. I'm missing Wolf. I'm missing Stature. I'm missing Miles. We could draw some of those, but I don't think there's any reason to give them extra cube here. priority flip, so our Black Widow doesn't give their collector a point, which is nice. Wolf? Wolf?
Snap.
No collector from them. We got the Black Widow, we got the wolf. I'm gonna press the button.
Victory.
Part of me wants to Snow Guard on one, so I can have a bit chance to play for priority, so I'm less likely to give their collector +2 with this Black Widow. I could be right to wait to Widow till after I wolf, but I think I want to just do my best to cut their hand off here. Gulia just means the Widow's bites crunch up their space extra good as well. Play the wolf over here because I don't want to double trigger Snow Guard, I don't think. Snap here, I think we're in an okay spot, even with them having Quinjet. No collector from them. I was about to say, oh, there is Abu deck, but they're not. Oh, that's interesting. They elected... They elected just not to play the Widow's Bites. Originally, I wanted to put the Black Bolt here next turn, but now I can just play it here and that's fine because they're not playing the bites out, it doesn't look like. Oh, they're looking for 7, sure. They might try and guess where my wolf is going to go this turn, which I think means leaving it on the left is most beneficial. Just out.
Victory.
Keeping the bites in hand when they plan to Loki after filling up off the Carmartage made a lot of sense. Opponents. Opponents. The wolf drum and a vibe on the Black Widow.
Snap.
It's looking pretty good. We got Widow plus Goose next turn potentially, or Widow plus a 1-drop if we draw it to move the wolf twice, and then I have Black Bolt into something else. Goose, or do I want a Jeff? I think I want a Goose. I want a Goose. Let's do this. Then we can Black Bolt the center next turn. So they're not drawing Miss Marvel this turn. If they're a Chavez deck, they're never drawing her. Iron Lad, Polaris, Jeff, Marvel. Kind of just a good stuff deck. Noteworthy there that Alioth was the cheapest card in their hand, so we could probably derive that their last card is Doctor Doom then.
Opponent snapped.
If I assume they're on Doctor Doom here, they play Doctor Doom, they move Jeff. I'm going +9 here in the middle, so I'm gonna get 4 on this, and then this on here, and then Stature. Do I beat Jeff move plus Doctor Doom? I don't think I do, right? I think they move Jeff right and they Doctor Doom. Strong on the coin flip. Frustrating. If I was streaming, I'd accuse them of ghosting. Which is just why, like, obviously most people aren't ghosting most of the time, right? Just huge feels bad band to lose 50-50. I statured here because I thought they would move the Jeff to the location where it would get more points, because it's worth more points over here, but I guess they just felt more ahead here, so they were safer. Talked myself out of my original winning line. Slog back all of them here.
Oh, snap.
It's not bad.
Wind, aid my hand.
Alright, so I have Bird to help us get in there later. I think it's just this, so I can go Black Bolt Hawk next turn then, right? Oh, and that's actually perfect because now I get to fluke the dog around. I'm supposed to end the Black Bolt here, so I'm more likely to have priority going into the last turn for the sake of having play into Goliath. Off all the locations through the end of next turn. Guess this locks me into only having 12 points in the middle, but that's probably fine. Yikes. I just do this, and then I beat Goliath on the right, because the dog jumps, and they realistically don't have anything that beats 12 in the middle. Just have to win 4 more. Because I made a bad read and lost a flip. I didn't really lose a flip. I should have assumed they felt safe on the right and played for that. Having priority here means I can pull the dog over, which is great. I guess it doesn't. The Goliath wasn't winning them either way, right? Actually, honestly, I think this play's wrong, and I should have just stacked this fully, because even if they Goliath us here, they'd only be 11-2, and I'd win the breaker by a lot. If our opponent would play at a reasonable rate. My fault for wanting to do a Conquest before bed, I assume. I suppose. I can't tell if they're DC'd or not. No, I'm pretty sure they're just full ripping. It's unfortunate. Draw 2 cards. I don't think I want to do that. I think I just want to be able to move my werewolf around. Oh, they are DC'd. Awkward. Alright. Sometimes you get a free beam. The 2 games we played were good at least. As always, we'll dance with the one who brought us, and we'll let this deck have a chance to close it out. The avatar I want the most this season is... Where's my She-Hulk at? She. There she is. The final round of Conquest does its best to cue you into someone else who's also 4-0, so sometimes you wait a while, but it's the first day, so they're popping off. It's nice. Not a Thanos deck. I think I'm leaving. I don't have any of my powerful disruption. I just have Shadow King as a tech card. I have Miles with Jeff, but I don't have Stature Black Bolt. I don't have Werewolf. I'm gonna bounce. If they're like a Loki deck, the Forge is really good for them. I think if my hand was stronger, I'd stay, but I think I'm happy to just go next year. I'm gonna stay this time, because they could just be bullying after they saw me retreat conservatively in the first game. And my hand's, not good, but reasonable. Is, in fact, the Loki matchup, and they just got rewarded. Rip. Oh. Did not get much mileage out of our goose this set. I think I'm just leaving again. My hand is weak. Their hand is strong. I don't want them to Loki my deck.
Escape.
I'm not gonna have the option to retreat before they Loki me, so I can't just sit here and conceal information. I'm not gonna see anything else from them with Lamaria here. Okay, and filling the white hot room, theirs is probably a bit better. Wish I had more time to think. Working their werewolf by night ain't bad. I'd do this to threaten getting rid of the white hot room, I think. They are going to get the Snow Guard back on turn 5. Chantress their Quinjet here. Insulates us against Loki a little bit. Not a ton, but a little. We could see them jam on the raft here, and then this Black Bolt will take their card away. Draw was pretty good, but I don't think we could win the game. This is enough to win the middle, and then I have 6 more points to put out across the board. They played 1, 2, 3, 4 out of the 6 cards they got from my deck. They notably did not draw Chavez. Do I want to be 5 to 10, or do I want to try and hope for the best here? They might pull their wolf out of the middle. There's a chance they pull their wolf left. Could do this. I'm gonna game a little bit. Every time I've tried to make a read tonight, it's been bad. Yeah, different permutation that beat that. Figured if they were keeping the wolf here, they would play for here and not here, so maybe this would get us, and this would get us. It's wrong, and they played hard for the red. I could have gone Stature, Jeff, Miles, Widow. That loses to them playing their cards in a different way, right?
Snap. Opponent snapped.
Yeah, potentially make this the game. Shang-Chi and Cosmo in their build. It's pretty greedy. Do I need to draw cards here? I could. I don't know that I need to. Picking up Miles would be nice, but I have a lot of stats. I guess it would guarantee my Shadow King into their wolf potentially. I guess this is bad if they Loki me this turn. I'm giving them 1 extra card to Loki with. attacking anyone. Noted. And I don't think there's any reason to be greedy here. We'll do this. Actually, let's do this into this into this. Because my Black Widow's gonna pop back out in the middle here and deny them another card, right? Actually, if that's the case, I think I want the dog to end middle. Yeah, definitely. And then I can just play these out on the last turn. Cards play. See if it's good enough. Oh, I guess I didn't play the Widow's Bite from last time, so the Widow coming back didn't really do much. Enough on the left.
Victory.
Around the scoreboard. Slow and steady. I'm 2-7, so we're basically all in all of these games anyways. The Wolf makes this hand very good, so I don't know about very good. The Wolf makes the hand passable. Very good. Very good is probably too strong of a statement. So normally I like to keep these for after I Wolf, but I think I'm gonna end up Wolf into Enchantress on the Quinjet, so I think I'm gonna Black Widow here on 2. The downside to Enchantressing the Quinjet in the DC is that it does get bigger, but it's just the line I need to take. That's nice. Miles is a nice pickup here too. We both get to draw here. I think it's just this. Really unfortunate that we don't have Hammer Snowguard here. Also play out this turn. Alright, our ideal wolf turns, our ideal turns after wolf on 3 are definitely 2 drop, 1 drop, 1 drop. Which maybe that means I should have a 4th one. The goose did not have good matchups at all. I could probably be an Iceman. I'll also be better in different matchups though. Alright, and I'm guaranteed to draw Stature next turn, so I think I definitely Black Bolt here. I could also ham, Snow Guard, Jeff. And then next turn, I Miles plus Bear plus Shadow King. I'd rather just have more stats. Potentially taking a card out of their hand has value as well. Okay, and then they have priority here. I think it's just this. Gives me 14 in the middle, and I shrink whatever their collector grows to. And it gives me plus 8 on the right, because the dog moves 3 times and I had Snow Guard. We beat that still, right? Handily. We actually tripled them, huh? The way this ended up.
Victory.
Alright, and now we're 4-3, which means I don't have to be all in every round anymore. I can concede this one and then win the next 2 potentially. Obviously, it would be nice to win this one, but I don't have to.
Opponent snapped.
This is a free snap for the opponent. I'm gonna stay because I have Shadow King, Black Bolt Stature, and the Black Widow on curve as well. Might be wrong. Every time they snap and then you see Quinjet, it's just like, well, that was nice. Oh, if I get Cosmoed here in the dark, it's atrocious for me. I think I play hard right because of the potential for Cosmo, and this is the least likely location for them to play it. This is the most likely. It's close though. Or obviously locations here that's gross. Gil Shame they had Quinjet on 1. Potentially really messed up their turn otherwise. Play the Jeff here on the off chance we can play for priority. The Shadow King a little better. Every card I could draw next turn other than Miles has an on-reveal effect, so I'm gonna put the wolf here. If I don't draw Miles, I'm probably gonna have to tempo the Shadow King, which would be really bad for me, but I think this is correct. I did also end up having priority here. I could catch the wolf guaranteed, but I think that's wrong. Priority here sucks. If they don't play right, I could end up having priority in the middle, but their dog could also end up having priority in the middle. I guess if their dog ends up mid and my dog ends up mid, I don't want to have priority, so that way I can Shadow King the left. That's really good for us, right? We're good to go. This wins here. Shadow King puts them to 2, 3, 4, 7. And I'm going to more than that. I win left and right. Like Chavez in center. They're not playing Chavez. Interesting. That's good to know. Or maybe they just knew they were dead and they didn't want to show her to us. Because we haven't seen her yet, technically.
Victory.
Alright, from 10 to 3 to 3 to 1. I got 2 shots here. Gloating Vats is a very good first location for them. They are so good at having Quinjet on one. Did not have Collector on 2 though, which is great for us, obviously. I think I moved this so that way my copied Miles comes back to my hand. Or gets cheaper again, I mean. Oh, we'll do this here. I think I'm moving Jeff, so that's cheap. And we're kind of just waiting to see where their werewolves end up at. We have 9 mana, so it's going to be like Shadow King, Stature, plus our 1 energy Miles. man, if both their wolves end up middle here. Ends up left, huh? I think Black Bolt was technically the best draw in my deck because it's more power than Stature. So this takes 4 away from me, but it takes more than that away from them, so it's ideal. Also, if they pull these out of here, it takes power away from these other locations. I'm gonna have a harder time winning. I have priorities, so we know we're catching these here. Just the one dog jumping around. I think we're good here. Yep. All right, from 10 to 3 to 3 to 0. You can officially call it a comeback, gamers. It was a solid set. One shot, one hit so far. All right, thanks for watching. Remember to tap the like button if you're done. I don't think I'd change anything in this deck as a short closing thought. Obviously we didn't get a lot of mileage out of Goose in that match, but we also didn't hit that many Eliath decks. We played mostly Loki, and I think the Goose is important against both Eliath and the She-Hulk Infinite deck, which we just didn't run into. So I know I felt awkward in the matchups that we played, but until Marvel Snap gives us sideboard, sometimes you just gotta have those awkward bullets in the main. All right, peace.